It's time for our conversation on SME this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. And for that, we've got Dr. Sharon Ifunanya Maduekwe, widely known as the Queen of Global Events. She is the founder of Shamol Experience Limited and Shamol School of Etiquette, platforms dedicated to curating unforgettable luxury events and fostering a lifestyle of elegance, confidence, and grace, which she exudes, I must say. How are you doing today, Sharon?
Very fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. So, Shamol Experience, how did it all begin?
I think it was love for traditional weddings, in quote. I love colors, culture, and then there were no event planners in the East at the time, and I thought it was just something I really wanted to do. So, I don't know, I have bragging rights. We are like the first event planners in the East, or we're the first planning company to bring light to event planning in the East. So for me, it was just love for traditional weddings, and I wanted it to be done in a certain way. I didn't see anybody doing that. So
because even the name already shows that it's something you put together, like it's an experience. So what sets you apart from other events planners?
At the beginning, it was the fact that we did just traditional weddings. Yes, it was. We brought to light to culture, show people that traditional weddings are not just for you to carry palm wine and dance. It was more than that. Now it's everything. I think it starts from the experience that we give our clients, from treating them like family, to actually giving them their dream events. So now, I would say that it's the excellence in our company, from the staff to picking vendors to everything. So it was just excellent, really, that sets us apart.
Now, there's a School of Etiquette. When did that one come about? Why did you decide to set that up? Is it for the brides, in quotes, or what exactly?
I think it's for everyone. Most times when you work, I think a lot of people do not have business ethics and etiquette. Sometimes you work with vendors and you're just so angry. Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why did you do this? So I thought that it was okay to put up something that helps people, or just actually helps staff, vendors, and human beings, in quote. A lot of founders do not, in quote, have that business etiquette and ethics. So I just thought it was a market that needed someone to really just dwell on, and that's
now,
why I
you started from traditional weddings.
Yes.
So I'm highlighting the from. So what else do you do now with the Shamol Experience?
Everything: events, corporates, birthdays, anniversaries, white weddings. And we're no longer just in the East, we're now in Nigeria, and then we also plan events outside Nigeria now.
So now I want to talk about you, Sharon, because you are the poster girl, I dare say, for limitless, especially when it comes to the female, the female gender. You know how it's said that you can be whatever you want to be, and this even goes beyond the female gender, because most people believe when you're in sciences, you should stay in sciences. When you're in arts, you should stay in arts. When you're in commercial, you should stay in commercial. But somehow, there's a reason her name is Dr. Sharon, because she's been in all three fields. We're talking about, she got a first degree in psychology, which of course is science. She got a master's degree in mass communication, which of course is the arts. And then she got a PhD in business administration, which of course is commercial. So what informed all three of them?
Of course, psychology was just school. Sometimes you want to go to school and then you want something else, but then maybe you're giving something else. But
what did you want originally?
Mass comm, actually.
Ah, and you ended up in psychology?
Yes, but I loved it at the end of the day. I think that that's one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it's helped me over time, studying clients, know how to manage them, know how to manage staff and all of that. Mass comm, it was they do or die affair, I must do it.
So that's why it was your master's.
And then I used to say I wanted to be a TV presenter or a host and all of that. So for me, mass comm was that. Business administration, I had to do something in business. I'd been in business for a long time. I still want to go to business school anyway, so yeah, that was it.
You obviously have a thing for education.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that hesitation is enough. So your business, Shamol Experience, what are those major challenges you've encountered that probably even shook your business to the core that you were like, I don't think I can go on with this? Have you ever experienced such?
Of course, yes. Staffing. Staffing was a thing. But I think that I'm very lucky. I've had My longest staff has been with me for 5 years now.
Oh.
Yes, because, and I've not exactly changed staff, but staffing has been a problem because you need to get them and then you need to train them to become what you want. One of our core values in Shamol is excellence. And that's not exactly something that a lot of people have in our country. So when you get staff, you have to train them, you have to make them become what you want them to be. If not, you'll be frustrated a lot of times. So yes, for me, the beginning was staffing. And after staff, it was managing clients. You cannot manage everybody yourself. So it still goes back to training people that would help you manage everyone. From lead event planners, to lead event producers, to managers, to vendors. It's a lot. So I think that's one of the major challenges that I've had to face as a business entrepreneur.
Now, that staff of 5 years has been with you for more than half the span of your business, because your business has run for about 8 years. What would you say about staff retention? What are those things that you believe have helped you keep her and perhaps other people that have stayed on with you? Okay, so
for Shamal, we have a brand promise for us ourselves, and it's treating staff like family. Very important. I do not treat my staff like staff, but we still have boundaries, very strong boundaries. But I've been able to retain them by actually sharing the vision with them. To be honest, when you share your vision with most of your staff and they feel like you're in alignment with them, they want to be part of that journey. And at the same time, be nice, incentives, pay well, give bonuses. I think a lot of people want to remain with companies, but they are not treated well. They don't pay them well. If someone should speak up, they are treated like trash. A lot of times, those are the things that do not make people want to stay. Even I have staff who say, I got a better opportunity, but I'm not sure that I'll be treated as well as I'm treated here, so I'll rather remain here. And to be honest, I don't take that for granted. So I can give maybe a 10% increase, maybe not as much as the other person is offering, but something to just make you sure that we appreciate you and you're doing something more than just serving us. So yes, I think it's just, treating them like family and treating them well.
If you were asked how competitive your pricing is, what would you say? Quite honestly, because I've had people say, I'm all luxury, I'm not for everybody, I'm not this, I'm not that, but let's have you tell us how competitive your pricing is.
I'm thinking of the best way to answer that question, but the truth is, for pricing, I would just say, just give value for whatever price you have. I honestly don't care if I have competition or how competitive. I just say give value. If I'm charging you a certain amount, when you see the value that I'm going to give you, you would not complain. And if you go somewhere else and get less value, you would come back. That's just the truth.
But if it's a wedding, how do you come back?
That's the thing. If it's a wedding, you will come back for anniversary. You refer me to your friends who are getting married. You would come back for a vow renewal. You come back for your children's birthday parties. Your office will have a corporate event. You would come back. There would definitely be an avenue for you to come back.
You are such a smart businesswoman. Like, the way it's so obvious why you have to keep getting those degrees, so you can manage everything. And many people say that event planners, they have the gift of gab. You guys know how to talk whoever it is into getting things that they probably don't want to get. And so that brings me to the question, because we talked earlier about managing clients and all. That can also be a challenge, as you mentioned. What particular incidents sticks out in your head when you talk about a very difficult client? No need for names, of course.
Of course.
Just that incident that makes you even right now.
Okay, so honestly, my business is not just a business, it's a ministry for me. So I pour a lot into it, my emotions, my love and everything. So I had this particular client that I had done everything for, and for my company, my staff are in alignment. So when we get a client, we pour in everything. It's not just, we don't treat them like clients, we treat them like family. And after everything, these clients kept on looking for a way to complain. Oh, you did not do this. And every time that she mentioned something, we made sure that it was done. Even if we had done it, we'll make sure that it was done. And she was just a bridezilla. And she just found a way to complain. Even places where there was absolutely nothing to complain about, she was just looking for something to complain about. And I got emotional and I cried when I got back to, to my room, and I'm like, I need to grow a tougher skin for this. No matter how much emotions that I pour, I still need to get to that place where I know that we've delivered 100, and whether you want to be a bridezilla or not, we're just going to ignore and do what we have to do. So managing clients is a thing on its own. And then one thing that I do to ensure excellence is that I hire the opposite of myself.
You hire the opposite of yourself.
So let me explain. If I'm an emotional person, I hire someone who has a tougher skin. So in situations where I cannot manage the emotions, someone on the team who has a tougher skin will manage it. If I snap fast, I hire someone who is very patient. So that when my patience and my tolerance level is not, I'm like, hello, please go and deal with this. Yeah. So one of the ways that I manage clients is just making sure that my staff, so I have every great emotion on my team, if that English is correct. So I have someone who is patient, I have someone who can manage parents, I have someone who snaps fast, I have someone who is assertive. So it's just a combination of all those things, and then we get the excellence.
Now, there's a budding entrepreneur now who is into events planning, has big interest in it, and is wondering, will I thrive in this? What do I need to know? What are those things I need to push me? What words would you give to that person right now?
One of my first advice is please do not intern for 2 weeks. A lot of event planners want to intern for just 2 weeks. You would never get the knowledge that you need. Please go to proper event planning schools and intern for at least 9 months to a year. Honestly, there's no rush. If you intern properly, learn all you need to learn, gather the spirit of excellence, you would get that client. And then when you finally do, please offer value. Don't just give everyone what everybody is giving. There's something special about you. There's a reason why your clients are hiring you in particular. It's not because you're the best event planner. There's something about you that no one else is giving.
Interesting. So what's your favorite food?
I do not have a favorite food.
You just like food?
I love food.
So you like fried rice?
Yes, I do.
Of course, with chicken, huh?
Yes, I do.
Guess what?
There's fried rice on the show.
There's fried rice on the show this morning. We have breakfast for you.
Thank you.
So we're going to join the rest of the team in the kitchen right now so you can have breakfast.
Thank you.